I want women to put themselves first. And this is important for everything really, but in particular for intimacy, you want to put yourself first, and then both partners will be happy. So not just being constantly focused on the partner's happiness, but being also focused on your own body and your own experience as well. I'm Heba Shaheed, the founder of The Pelvic Expert. Originally I was working as a physiotherapist, and I was working particularly in the area of women's health. So women's health is particularly around the areas of bladder health, bowel health, sexual health, menstrual health. And I started seeing a lot of women who were having a lot of issues around pain with sex, basically. So to find out more, I wanted to know, right, why are these women having these issues? So they're having a lot of things with pain with sex, inability to orgasm, and arousal disorders. And so it was impacting their relationships and also their sense of self. So I felt that especially in the Muslim community, we do have this taboo sort of association with sexuality. So I wanted to offer something to the community where they could learn about their sexual health in a safe environment, in a professional environment, from a professional as well. And so then that would go on to help them in their relationships with their husbands, inshallah. So, you know, we do know that sexuality, sexual health and women's bodies is a major taboo. It's not just a taboo in the Muslim community, it's a general taboo across the world really, in most cultures. But it is a huge one in the Muslim community. So my sort of thinking is that we need to open up the conversation about it. So one of the things that I've done is created a course where we actually explore sexual health and intimacy, and the first part of the course is actually learning about the woman's body. So actually, you know, learning about her genital area, her arousal areas, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, this is our bodies. Like, we wouldn't have our bodies if we were supposed to just be blind to them. You know, there's nothing that says that it's haram to look at your own body, so or to know about your own body. And we know that if we do learn about our bodies, it's going to affect our relationships with our spouse only in a positive way, because you don't feel that shame. You know, you don't feel embarrassment, or you don't feel like you feel guilty about certain things. So a lot of the issues that we do see is that women experience shame and guilt and stuff around their bodies, and trying to shift that conversation to more about understanding your body and then appreciating your body and loving your body, and then putting yourself first as well. So the three main tips that I would like to share with all the sisters out there is that firstly, you want to be as educated as you can about your bodies from a sexuality, intimacy point of view, for your relationship in the future, and also from a menstrual health point of view as well, so that you understand and appreciate your body. So we know that education is empowerment. So I want you to go out there and try and find out more, as much as you can, about your body. You can do the courses that we run for sexual health as well, or just follow us on Facebook or whatever social media you follow. And the second point that I want to share is that you do engage in acts of self-care, and using the information that you learn about your body, you start to love and appreciate your body and understand that it is your right to understand your body. It is part of your deen. And the third tip that I want to share with the sisters is to make intimacy a form of ibadah with your husband. Okay, and to keep that in mind, that the whole time that you spend in the lead up to intimacy, and we're not just talking about sexual intimacy, this can be also emotional intimacy and physical intimacy. This is all a form of ibadah. It's all a form of worship for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so if you make your intention that you're doing this for the sake of Allah, then you not only get the rewards in the dunya, but you also get the rewards in the hereafter. And also keep in mind that, you know, you're pleasing your husband, but you're also pleasing yourself, and then ultimately you're pleasing Allah because you're doing that.
الآن فخير الوقت الآن يحين بادر واستبق الخير ستسعد ذاك يقين وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى هنا أعمالنا وبها سمت أسماؤنا نمضي وتبقى